Spirit Sessions, Speak Your Truth with my girl, Noelle Kay, singer, songwriter, and performer. When I tell you her R&B soul comes from who she is and not what she does. But I'm so happy for you guys to get to know Noelle Kay, like how I know her. How you doing, Queen?
Hi, beautiful. Thank you so much for an amazing introduction. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
When I tell you it's been a long time coming, it has. Our last interview was about, what, 2-3 years ago?
Longer than that. I want to say before COVID.
Yeah. Around COVID.
So that's 2019, like 2020.
Yeah.
So it's been, these 5 years have passed. Like,
it's been a long time coming.
But it's been a long time.
Has happened since then. How are you?
I'm great. I cannot complain. Since that time, it's been a journey with my music. But just being here and like a few other things that I'm quite sure we'll get to talking about. So,
yes, for sure, definitely.
Have brought me full circle. So I'm not surprised at this moment at all. And I'm just so thankful because I'm definitely in the spirit of knowing that these things will catapult my career even further. So
yes,
thanks
I'm
again.
loving the people that are coming into my show because it's so much positive energy, but it's also the universe. And I think that a lot of creatives are really realizing that it's the universe working, but it's also God at the same time. And I just love bringing that energy into the show. That's the most important part for the viewers to also understand and know. What's been going on with you? Like, tell me about music. Tell me about management because she is an independent artist. And how has that been? Because I've been seeing your journey for a very long time and you don't sit down. You stay at showcases. You stay at festivals. You are moving along. So how has this journey been for you being an independent artist? And not only that, but your mom being your momager.
So, funny enough, mom being momager, well, we can start there. A lot of people just assume that position for her in that role, and she went through just feeling the pressure of that, even for me, and not knowing the business so much. So, I still do, I want to say, 99% of bookings for myself.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Right? So
that's a lot.
I'm basking in that, but I'm also looking to actually take on a management team. That will bring me more business. Because I do book myself, right? But everything is not always paid. Some things are for the space, the room, the exposure. We love that. But branding myself and becoming a bigger brand with, you
need income.
You need income, and the fruits of my labor need to be eaten. So I'm ready to eat them. Like, it's been a while. Even as an independent artist, I'm going on a decade of like releasing my own music. So this year is actually the anniversary, 10 years of the Notebook EP. Thank you.
Yes,
being on SoundCloud, this was before we had the option to sign up with DistroKid, TuneCore, CD Baby, like all those places that are now third parties to let us do and run our own business as a musician.
Doing your research, girl.
It's been 10 years. So right after I dropped that project, I actually got information to drop as an independent artist. So it was like, I missed that mark. And I never dropped the music. So on my 10 year, for my daddy, for all that, because that's the last music he heard me sing, I'm going to drop the project and stream it. So people have been asking me to hear the Notebook for years and years and years. I'm going to give it to them, but we got new music on the way like this month, so.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So now, how your mother feeling now? Because now it seems like she's transitioning out, right?
Yes.
Like, I know she's happy with being your momager, right? Because you always want to protect your child.
Yes.
And your mother and you are extremely close.
Yes.
Right? So how is she feeling? Is she's like, well, I don't know if you're ready for that? Or she's still being supportive? What is that conversation like?
It's been a journey. I think my mom, it was more of a like abrupt removal of my mom. Like over the past like 5 years, it was like, all right, Ma, you saying this is not for you, we got to keep going.
Okay.
So I had different things lined up. I was working with a production company called The Rad Factory. I worked with a a few people giving them trial and error to be my manager, but I run into the same thing. I'm still doing the work. Okay. So it's like people who want to manage me, they just get a title. And they're not really doing the management. So it's like, I'm still the one.
Doing the full work. So it's like, how can I perfect my craft even more and focus?
The role of a manager is to get portion of business they bring you. So if I'm booking something, why would you get a percentage of something I booked? So that's really that fine line in those contracts where it's like, it has to be somebody that's really bringing me like email lists, big marketing things, big events, big festivals to push and take my EPK and like push it out. So my mom went cold turkey out. I was 100% in. And just working with different individuals and entities, I learned that. I learned who needs to be a part of your team. And I think my journey from when you last seen me till now was just knowing that everybody can't come with you. I think independent artists in itself, we just get so hung up on wanting to do it with our village and the people that started from the bottom with us, but everybody is not, one, the star.
For sure, definitely.
And two, it ain't for you. You go through so many changes in life. So I think my biggest change was knowing my mom didn't have to be my manager. And she was still my mom. She was still my best friend. She's still my sister. That's still my girl. So that was one business relationship that was personal and that could remain personal. So I know it's always a possibility to do those things. But mothers
I also think that, not to cut you off, I think that's fantastic.
Thank you.
Because how we love on our mothers, right? They're protectors. Yeah. In this business, as you know, you need someone that's rooting for you no matter what. Yeah. No matter if they're in the forefront or if they're not, right? And so I feel like also for your mom, it was a learning experience for her too. Yes. To see the business and have that in the forefront. Because certain parents don't get that. They don't even know what it's like, right? But she has the experience to still know and sit back and say, that's not going to work. Yeah. But I can lay back because I know what's going to work and what's not going to work. Right. You know, she has some experience. Right. So I feel like that's a fantastic way to start and to leeway into what you're doing now. Yeah.
And she even called me. I'm a part of the official MJ the Musical Human Nature Choir. We did one song of many of his, but this was like a pilot thing to start off with, aside from like the actual cast of the musical. And they found me on social media. So I had no clue. I asked all production, like, how'd you get it? How'd you find me? How did you set this up for me to be here? And they were like, internet. Wow. So I was like, I'm doing something right. Right. But when my mom called me the next day, she was like, I let it sit in my body. Like, this is amazing. I've been on this journey with you. My mom, did you get paid? Did you get this? Did you get that? She's not a creative. So she doesn't really know the ins and outs of the business aside from what the tabloids tell you. Like, you know, just watching celebrities over the years. So she wants me to get paid for everything I've done. She's also watched me as a child, put in that hard work. So seeing me as an adult, it's like, come on now, we need the coins.
We need the coin now. It's about that time.
So she was like, you know, slow and steady wins the race. And she felt like this was a monumental moment of like all my hard work from being in musical theater rooms, being on musical theater stages from younger. So it was great to hear her like finally in a personal space rather than me trying to like see what we're doing professionally. And she was still there, taking content from me, but hearing that feedback from her was great. I do sit in the chair of, you know, looking and loving for that validation from my mom. I'm an only child. So it's always been that pressure. But those were one of the moments where I'm like, oh, okay, this is really happening right now.
This is working right now. Right now. So that's the good thing about growth. And in any business, anything you do, you don't see the fruit of your labor right then and there. Right. And sometimes it takes time for you to tell your testimony. Right. So that's part of your testimony for you and your mom, like to experience that. Now, you've been singing since you were 7 years old.
7. Yes, girl. Not you knowing the facts.
Listen.
The facts.
Listen, on my show, I do my homework, okay? So since 7 years old, what have you learned about yourself? Because you're an adult now. And so from you being 7 up until now, what's like your singing range? What do you feel about singing?
I think right in this moment, I said it to myself the other day. I'm like, oh my gosh, I love singing again. I think during these last 5-6 years, especially just with life changing so much personally for me too, I think it's just been a hard time to like love something so much that you're also trying to like make money off of, that you're also trying to build a brand. Like I'm constantly evolving in this realm of music. And I started to be like, this is so draining. This is annoying. Wow. Like just even getting ready for shows, I'm so excited. And the day of, I'm like, I'm tired as hell. I do not want to do this.
Where do you think that's coming from?
Partially, I think it's coming from the fact that, and I speak for most independent artists, we work multiple jobs. Like this is I have to see this as a job, and it's not my only one. So I'm juggling a million different things. It is also the politics in it. It's so annoying. I'm not one of those people where I'm like, I have media ready answers and I can do and dab in it, but it does get annoying to see like the popularity contest versus the actual talent.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And there are very talented people who are hardworking. We just don't have all the glitz and glam and the money to match the lifestyle that we speak about. So I think that was part of the like, I was getting annoyed. Constantly running in circles with trying to find management, trying to find PR, or just all team players that are on the same page. We want the same things. But a lot of people think they're bigger than the mission. So I know no one's bigger than the mission for me personally. But I also know there's a bigger mission that's God sent, that is the universe sent. And I'm not bigger than that mission. Right. So it's a domino effect. So I've just learned to love and fall in love with singing again.
Right.
Not just in the shower, but for people, for the vibrations and the frequencies I'm trying to create. And then also, along my journey, I guess, putting my confidence in the right places while also staying humble. My girl, BB, I don't know if you know her, she's in media as well. BB Flight, she talks about being humble is cool and all, but then sometimes you get overlooked and you miss opportunities because the person that was loud about, oh, I'm this, I'm that, see me, I've arrived, they're going to get that before you in the corner like, hey, and being so modest about your craft and gift and, playing it small. So I'm very loud. I've been told that my whole life. So sometimes I do try to go into rooms and not just be so big. But then I'm like, that's not what I'm here to do. I'm not here to make other people feel good about themselves because my bigness is so big. It's like, nah, I'm here to be big.
Taking away from who I am. I can only be me.
I have to speak for the other big people in the room that want to say, hey, girl, and scream as loud as me.
Yep.
So I've just...
being that leader.
Yeah, I've learned that. Like, I can be humble and have humility and then have this confidence about me that balances out. But I'm also learning to leave it in the music. So a lot of times, even wanting to know, like, little things about myself, just hit up a freestyle, go on the page, check a Noelle Kay Wednesday out, check out a song, and you'll get a piece of my life from that record.
Yeah, from when I first met you, I was just like, this girl is amazing because the passion that you have when you get on that stage, when I tell you she's a performer, she's going to give you a show from head to toe.
Experience.
And I guess you going to LaGuardia, right?
And the fame school, yes.
The fame school and being part of that and perfecting that and being around other creatives. Like, how did that segue into who you are today as an artist?
Oh, it's pretty much all of me. Like, I'm a theater girl. Like, I'm a theater girly. It was so interesting, too, hearing back the feedback from the Michael Jackson, the MJ musical experience that day.
I want to give her that because she beat me to it. Because I was going to congratulate you.
Thank you.
Personally and say, you being part of Broadway for the Black musical
month, period. Neil Simon stage. Talk to me nice.
I seen that and I said, oh, my girl is moving. Oh, you moving. To be on Broadway? Yeah. You know how hard it is to get on Broadway.
Yeah.
And for you to be part of that is
And
it's static. Like,
it's
what?
like it's taped, so it's like and forever we'll be able to watch it back. How
did that come about? Because you just beat me to it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did share a little bit about the fact that I did ask production, like, hey, how'd you find me? How'd you find us?
Right.
Bringing us all together. How'd you know who to choose? And they were like, the internet. It's a beautiful place. So whatever I've been doing on social media, on my platform, mainly Instagram, because I'm really trying to like move into doing TikTok because they have a little bit more to offer and faster to reach your audience. But it was that. And whatever I've been doing on there, I'm just going to keep that up and, you know, keep going full throttle because it opened doors like that for me. So that's what I mean by, you know, there's not a specific person or there isn't management being called to say, hey, I want Noelle Kay. It's really whatever I'm doing.
Which is a great thing.
You know, that's
an amazing thing because that just shows how passionate you are about your craft. But not only that, it shows the work that you're putting in by yourself. And sometimes we need to be able to know that we are capable of doing things on our own.
We are, and I love that. But I'm definitely in a space where I am 100% also knowing that I need a team. And that engine, once it roars and it runs and it kicks the way that it's supposed to kick, we are out of here. So it's just more to come. But that's
definitely you gotta check
an
that
experience of a lifetime. And hearing back, like when you meet people and we're in the moment, we had to tape, we were in a time frame because they were like actually going on stage for the musical in a couple of hours. So we connected, we all exchanged Instagrams, and then we had this like quiet blackout period where we like had to get our content together, get our content ready to post. We couldn't post the day of, like it was very secretive until the rollout. So we had all that, and then finally just like, letting it all out, letting all our content out. I still got some more content we ain't done yet. We gonna keep that rolling. Hearing the feedback from all of them, talking about my energy, talking about the experience with me, it was like, oh my gosh, you guys got that from me? Yeah. And I don't see it sometimes. When you're just being, I'm just being. I'm just being myself. It's not rehearsed. It's not scripted. It's just an organic, authentic self. So when I'm hearing it back and reading this back and these people expressing themselves to me, it's just a beautiful thing. So it comes from, I think the part from LaGuardia and the space that I've been in is more so just me being able to be expressive. My parents have allowed me to be expressive since I was a child. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what's going on. I was an only child, so it was that room for like, let's bond.
You just going out and being you and not trying to be no one else and say, you know what, I'm here. But I also think that watching you and knowing who you are as a person, I feel like you're just comfortable in your own skin. Yeah. And I think that that's what it is. I think that you're just comfortable with being you. And you're happy being you. And you're happy with what you do. Yes. And I think that people sometimes don't see, like, it's a full package kind of a thing. When someone meets you and be like, no, she is dope, she is this, she is that. It's because you genuinely just being yourself. Yeah. Like, I haven't seen you not be you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You know, like, even in your music, like, your music is amazing. Like, one of the songs that I was singing for the month of, I don't know what it was, Take You Down.
Take You Down.
Oh my goodness, the video. Listen, she had me on that song, baby.
Too. It's like so angelic and calming.
Yeah, it's just so calm. It's just like, and you're thinking on someone that you really like. It's just like, it's a good song. I gotta go check it out, Take You Down, because that's one of my favorites. She has other songs, but for some reason, I don't know, I just always
love
play that song in my head.
I love that. That's one of my faves too, because just hearing it soothes me, calms me down. I love that song. I love the place that I was in when I was creating that song. The producers, J Music, T Will. Those are my guys. And we've never met before in person. We've only had like virtual meetings. But like, I really love my producers. Like when I drop a song, those records are like, the person who made those beats, I know them. Like, if I didn't know them before the situation, I know them post dropping the song. Like, we have to have some sort of building blocks between us while getting a record out. And I think it just brings the record together. It shows the concept, the passion behind it. So I've just been grateful to continue to have those bonds with other producers, you know, that don't live and aren't from my city. But we keep in touch, and we've never done another record since then. But I'm watching them on their journey. They, one has had a child, another one just continuously growing in their craft and in their lives. So that's a beautiful thing. But I love that song too. That's a go-to.
Yeah, that's definitely a go-to. Yeah, go check that out.
Yes.
What are you feeling in the moments that you get on stage? Like, what goes through your mind? And then, like, how do you connect with the crowd?
That was I want to say a process for me. I didn't always have crowd control. I remember when I started working with more bookings. Shout out to Scott.
Shout out to him.
Shout out to Scott. We love Scott. I was not on the stage doing, crowd repeating back and forth and just having the engagement. I knew how to get on a stage and like woo a crowd because I had talent, but I didn't really know how to get the crowd engaged with my talent, like my specific music, my vibe, my aura. So being on those stages constantly with him and investing in that agency and investing in myself with that agency, I was able to be on multiple stages around New York City and get that practice. So you'll see like footage from more booking shows back in from 2016 to 2018. You'll see me transform on all of those stages.
That's how you're growing as an artist.
Yes. So, and he'll probably even attest to that too, just seeing some of the things that I'm doing that I've grown in that area of crowd control. So that's one piece because that's how you connect. You get them engaged. If you could get a crowd to sing part of your lyrics and they don't know the song while you're on your set and they're hearing it for the first time, that's amazing. Like I've seen in the last probably 2 quarters, in the last 6 months of the year, I've seen a few artists really like get me to sing that record with them. And that's sometimes an easy thing to do. I'm musically inclined. So I'm gonna support and I'm gonna sing along and it's fast for me.
Good. Yeah.
But the quality of stages I've been in this year has been outstanding. Just seeing the crowd control, it's like, oh my gosh, it affirms me that I'm, on the right path. I don't necessarily like being on stages where I'm outshining people or it's like, oh, you were the best. I want to be on a stage where we were all the best.
Right.
So, and I'm learning, and I'm learning something. Each person gave the best of the night in some shape or form. With this song, with this vibe, with this move, with this ad-lib, with this connection. That's the stages I want to be on. I don't always want to be on
the best all the time.
Yeah, because I'm not learning from that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not learning from that. I learned a lot in LaGuardia because I was 1 in a million, but I was around a million people like me. So
that's a hard school to go to.
We were all talented. So how do you stand out in a room full of amazing actors, amazing singers, dancers? How do you stand out and how do you become yourself and make a name for yourself out of thousands of kids in the building? So that for me was a better challenge than going to a school where there's only 2 people that sing.
Right.
And who's the better one out of the 2? So I went through that in college and I hated it so bad, which led me to drop my project and get something that focused solely on me. So I was in a choir, we did talent shows, everybody's doing that. But Noelle was the only one that dropped the project. I'll tell you that right now. Still to this day, Suni Canton, Noelle Kay, was the only, I want to say singer, I don't want to say rapper, I'll say singer that dropped the project and I gave that to my school because I wanted them to give me something back.
Feedback, for sure.
Are y'all my audience? What does my audience look like? Are y'all going to sing my songs? When I leave this college and graduate and get my degree and I go back home to the big world, would they rock with it? Let me know. And that's what I did there. So I'm so grateful for that experience, even though
taking that leap of faith.
It wasn't, being in LaGuardia with so many other talented people, but I met amazing creatives that I'm still cool with that are on some of my greatest songs, and I'm proud of that. No matter where we are now in our careers, together, separate, I'm very proud of that.
You made a staple.
That moment in my life.
And you should feel good about that. When you make staples and you do things, you go out on faith, it just shows you like your strength. Because sometimes you don't realize how powerful we are because it's a lot going on. Life be lifing. Yeah. And you don't realize that you're around other people. Sometimes you don't look at yourself as an individual and say like, wow, like I did this, I did this. Like,
you don't.
Again, like you don't boost yourself up. It's kind of like, I did it because I love doing what I'm doing. You don't. And I'm just learning as I grow. So I'm not looking at like, I killed that shit.
And that's where I'm at right now. I want to bask in all my flowers, all my fruits. Somebody giving them to me. Y'all giving me fruits?
Hello.
Y'all giving me flowers? Give them to me. I'm taking them. I'm sitting in it. I'm enjoying myself. Like, I'm 31. So, like,
young.
I gave my 20s to everything, including some of the things that were of my own demise in my music or in my personal life. Like, we're not innocent to our failures, downfalls, just like we're not innocent to our triumphs. Like, I want to take full accountability for both good and bad. So I think, like, me sitting still right now just to bask in all that I've been through, but definitely the accolades, because we focus so much on the hardships to get out of them. When we get out of them, it's a new level of new problems. When do we sit and, like, we're thankful and grateful for the little things? So I've always been the type, but now, more so now, because I'm getting older. I don't look my age, but I am my age. So, I do want
to
live that way.
Exactly. We have to take a step back. Because sometimes when it's on go, it's on go. And you're like, wait, hold on. I don't even have time to appreciate just the little things. Just the little hangout.
Yeah, something. Nice little meal.
Nothing. You don't. When it's time to go, it's time to go. So sometimes I do believe that God does sit you down and he does allow you to see, like, you know, like, it's just a small thing. Things are coming. And he'll plant the seed where you know, like, okay, I'm doing something right. I'm definitely doing something right. What are the fans saying?
So, we dropping music, right? So now, what I can say, Team Noelle Kay, right, always holds it down for your girl. They've been trying to get me on these bills, these platforms, these festivals, so I love that. Definitely excited to hear new music. I have 2 open verse challenges. One just closed, so sorry if you missed that. I got my boy Prada Dot on that, so we just locked in that song. That song is dropping this month. We have another open verse challenge out, so I have No Time, and I'm just getting people active on that. I'm getting some really good feedback. I got some of the singing girlies, my neo soul girlies. They like, oh, this is fire. So I'm like trying to get people of different genres to tap into my stuff, especially because I'm giving out a lot. I'm giving out free studio session to finish the song. I'm giving out video. So we're going to do a video to the song. So now you have content, visuals, photo shoot, all types of stuff. Then a performance. So any set that I'm on that aligns with the release and schedule, obviously, that person that wins the open verse challenge will be able to accompany me on stage. So it's a lot of things happening. So I will say, one, I really don't refer to Team Noelle Kay as fans. I have supporters. I think that's a big thing for me because I'm big on words. I'm a real words of affirmation kind of person. And the definition of a fanatic is not really one that I want my supporters to be on. It's like obsessive. I'm really not the clingy type. Back up. We got space over here. We love space.
You don't want them too much on you, like a hound, you know?
I just want it to be real. So I feel like the right word would be supporters, the people that I look to, that respond, my audience. They're going to be the people that support my career, buy tickets to my shows as they climb up in prices. Better act now, not later, because I know there's going to be friends that's going to be like, let me get that Dizzy. No, baby, Ticketmaster. So you will not be able to DM me forever for a ticket to a show. So before we get to the Ticketmaster, StubHub vibes, people got to lock in. So the people that are locked in right now, those are my supporters because they love me no matter what. Whether I drop a song, drop nothing, drop something whack, drop something powerful, drop something catchy, they're down for whatever. And I think that's important for me to see because I'm such a versatile artist. A lot of people want me to lock in and say, oh, I'm R&B, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm just in this box. It makes it easier to ship, market, dress up, to put me in one box. It's super easy. But when I'm versatile, it's much harder. And I learned that from Studying some of my professors. Actually, Pete Rock was one of my professors in the Tisch program with Yellow Brick.
Okay.
I did the Music Essentials class, and some artists and, world-renowned musicians, they come in and, give a little 1-2 and philosophy, based on their experience and their research. Mm-hmm. So he explained, like, being put in a box was easy to do, but I want to challenge myself because I'm versatile. I could rock on any song. Mm-hmm. And that's a harder box to be in, but it's a way better result because you stay true to yourself. Right. Nobody told you, just do this one thing. Mm-hmm. So I took those little small bits and pieces. Like I said, that's something I did over these past few years of just kind of hibernating and getting all that I needed to get out of learning the business, because I think that was the one thing I was missing. Right. So it's like you can have talent, you can have your supporters, you can have the look, you can have the package, but then you really need a really good team, and you have to know how your team has to operate your business in the music business, not just a regular business. Right. So yeah, that's one of the takeaways that I have for that, because I think it's just really important for me to remember that, to stay grounded. So that's where my supporters are. They're versatile like me. They like a little bit of everything. Mm-hmm. So those are the people I'm looking for.
And I think sometimes when, especially like you said, like your supporters, they see you just doing R&B. That's all they're going to want from you.
Yes.
But then when you have that versatility, it's like, wait, hold on. No, she rapping. Okay? Mm-hmm. She's singing. Yeah. She doing West Indian music. She's doing Jamaican music. House music. So it's just like, again, like you said, being versatile, having that versatility to go out and do different things, then your support is not going to just feel like, oh no, we just need R&B from her, or just look for that. And then sometimes it's hard to transition out too, because they're like, no, we only know her for just R&B. Like, what's going on? So I like that you said that. Staying true to yourself and saying, no, there's more to me. Right. And so I'm not gonna put myself in a box. So that's a great thing that a lot of artists, I feel like now, need to be able to do. Mm-hmm. But a lot of artists now too, I'm seeing that they are being like free and doing what they want to do. It's especially a lot of independent artists. I feel like they're free and they just like, no, I'm going to give you all of what I have. Right. And then some. Right. How has working with other artists, like, the relationships been for you in this industry?
I want to say they're good and bad. I want to say starting off with like collabing with like friends, and like I said, doing the Notebook project, and that being one of my first go-rounds with my own music. That was beautiful. I worked with, a handful of guys, and they were super cooperative. Men are usually cooperative.
Yes. Especially when they see talent in you, for sure.
But then sometimes they get a little messy, so I won't excuse them either. I think my masculine energy, too, is prevalent to the conversation of when men get kind of a little fuzzy, because I do have a lot of masculine energy. And my femininity, the way that it comes off, it's not in a flirtatious way, or like I'm letting those things kind of slide, or I'm going to go along with those things to get things done. So it's like a rude awakening, like real fast. But I will say overall, it's been balanced. Shout out to Strong. Shout out to people like Lena, the artist. They have just been breath of fresh air and working with them. Lonnie Lyric, breath of fresh air working with them, working with her. Just, that's who I want to name. The breath of fresh airs. I wouldn't even shed light to the people that have given me a hard time. It's not worth it.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not even, they don't even
exist. A learning experience, nonetheless. I learned out of those experiences, have a hard drive. Never show up to a studio, not even your own studio, not even with your own engineer, without a hard drive. Please go there with your hard drive. That is it. That was my first lesson, working with other people. Because depending on the weight of what you have, if you don't have that hard drive, you don't own anything. They can do whatever they want. So always have a hard drive. Especially
some gems,
when you are working in a different space other than your own space. And I learned too, just even though things may get a little rough, stand your ground. Like we get wide-eyed very fast, and a lot of people use their connections to other people in this business to manipulate you into doing what they want you to do. Never fall for it. 9 times out of 10, if those people's connections were as valuable as they're trying to manipulate you with, they wouldn't even be talking to you right now. They'd be somewhere off with that person, benefiting off of their connection to you, so, or to them. But I just learned that stick to what you know is right, like your intuition.
And don't change.
Don't change if you have to from the things that don't serve you. But the things that serve you and you know is done right, you was raised right at the core values of them, stick to it. Do not let people sway your mindset, because they want you to do that.
Yeah, for sure.
For their self-benefit.
For sure.
So
and
I've learned that.
And then when you want to succeed, it's like, which way do I go? And like you said, if you don't have management, it's kind of hard to be like, all right, well, I'm going to just settle with this.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like you really just have to be strong-minded.
You do.
In this game and know what you come with and know your gift and know your purpose, because that's going to push you to be like, no, I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to deal with these people, because at the end of the day, I know what I'm worth. And I know what I'm capable of doing. Right. I know how good I am of what I'm doing. So overall, you know, why do you love music the way you do?
It's been in me. I was born musically inclined. I think, just to go a little deep in the spiritual realm, I am a frequency. So just thinking about how my ancestors, I'm a Black woman, so my ancestors and where we come from in our history of royalty, our history of slavery, our history of where we are now as freed people, right? My Blackness comes from all of that, right? And in knowing my Blackness, I know that music was something that was heavily used to communicate, to celebrate. We come from chanting and prayer. We come from just all of that, just surviving, secrets, just speaking in code, creating our own codes. So I know that this gift God gave me is supposed to be used for multi-purpose things, but definitely singing and creating frequencies that will impact somebody and make them feel something. So I always like to come from that place of music. That's why I say you'll get to know me from listening to my songs, or you'll get to know something that I've learned and watched. Like sometimes a song could be an experience that my friend had and I'm just singing about it. Yeah. But I know another woman, I know another person is going to understand and relate and take something from this. So yeah, it's all about just the vibrations and vibrating high, knowing when to, tap into the low ones and come out of it. We are all human. But I think that's where the root of my love of music comes from. And I think my dad, my mother, the institutions and spaces they put me in, maintenance that and just kept it alive.
And then sometimes, like again, parents will plant that seed without them realizing it.
And then stress you out after.
Yeah,
they plant the seed and then say have a plan B. And you're like, what?
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, wait, hold on, wait.
My God.
Wait, I don't have a plan B. You planted this seed. This is what I want to do. Listen, this is it.
This was it.
This is it. And it's sometimes hard for them to understand. Like, I think sometimes for parents, when they plant that seed and they're so involved that their kid is taking off with doing something that they planted, and they don't know how to
navigate it,
receive it.
You hit the nail.
They don't know how to receive it sometimes. Sometimes it's in awe, and they're so, like, happy and blessed at the same time.
Right, and that was my dad. I know a couple of my aunties spoke to me about, like, my father, God rest his soul. My dad's involvement in my career and my whole life has been to be a protector. So planting the seeds of putting me in these spaces, right, and then me getting older. And I remember one specific time I opened up for Amina Butterfly. And Peter Guns is my uncle.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes, that's my uncle.
This is shocking. I did not know. I did not know.
Shout out to my uncle.
Shout out to Peter Guns. I did not know that.
I love him so much. He's one of my favorite people because, like, he's such a good guy. And I know he gets a lot of, like, backlash in the media, even recently. But he's such a good guy. And he's so authentic. So it's like I said, people are human. But you know good people. And that's a good-hearted person. So me being older, seeing my uncle, I opened up for Amina Butterfly and they were there. He actually made me sing again because he was late.
Okay.
So he made me get back on stage and sing again.
As he should have.
I can't. And there were some people from a TV network that was there. Gentleman pulled me aside after and we spoke. And my father, I walked back up to my dad and Peter and all them talking. He's like, who he was talking to? Don't you ever go up and talk to nobody without me. He starts bugging out. And I'm like, well, mofo, get on it. You should be next to me when I'm off of the stage because people going to come up to me and talk to me.
Yep.
I can't control that. I'm not going to stop and say, hey, wait, my dad wants to be present.
Yeah, and life don't work, opportunity don't work like that.
I should have, but life doesn't work that way. When you're getting caught in the moment, someone's admiring you and they want to give you an opportunity. So it was little things like that where it's like, Daddy, you stop in the show. Because now that bug in my ear or, planted in my mind, now that may hinder me from opportunities. And my aunts would tell me, like, from young, we wanted you in these rooms, and your dad would be like, no, because he knew the industry.
Right.
But instead of saying, well, I'm your protector, I'm going to protect you from it while I'm here with you, you're like, no. And it's like, well, what's the point in going to the show?
So, exactly,
if you're not going to put me in the rooms that I need to be in. So I think it changed for him when I was on Gladys Knight's album and we did the recording with her for The Dream. I was there before the rest of Kips Bay Chorus came, so I got to spend time with them. And he saw oh no, this is really real for her. And then even that day when production wanted to continue to work with me and not the other girls from my Kips Bay company that I worked with, and the director at Kips Bay was like, no, it's all or none. My father saw how much of a threat I was as well, too, as an artist. So it's like, oh, my daughter's the competition y'all want to keep from getting further unless she's also getting or, being glorified with the other girls that are not as talented. So it was just a slow uphill with him. And then by the time I was, really doing my own thing, or even before I was really doing my own thing as an independent artist, my dad passed away. So he didn't really get to see that takeoff and all those things he instilled in me and then us navigating. And I'm quite sure he would have been the real manager, and I think that's where my mom came from, trying to step up and be a momager because she knew my dad was going to do that.
It's a Damo family duo, Damo. Literally, because, when you have a strong male, it's that mom kicks in and I'm gonna step in. You know what I mean? And then also when your mom is also involved, that natural nature just gonna come regardless because they also want to be able, they also want to see, they don't want to take advantage.
Yes.
And especially with all the things we hear in the industry and people getting taken advantage of.
It's real.
It's real. And so with them hearing that and then knowing and speaking, your mom stepped up to the plate.
Yeah. And I appreciate her for it.
As she should have.
I wanted her to do it a little bit. I really wanted her to be Meg and her mom. How Meg and her mom were. And
Ashanti
we
and her
see
mother,
Ashanti and her mother. Or even Tina and Beyonce. Tina's not her manager, but the costumes, the direct involvement. I wanted my mom to see that. But I also want my mom to be my mom first. Right, so if there was just a lot of... my grandmother's sick. It's a lot of things that come into play. So... where she has to take her focus personally just doesn't align with me professionally. And that's okay. And we've just had to have those conversations Mom, all right, take the backseat here. And she's definitely an investor. She's somebody that invests in me, whether it's physical, emotional, spiritually, mentally. She is 100% hands-in investor for Noelle Kay Music and the BAP brand and all. So I'm thankful I have a partner, not necessarily a manager, but a partner in that. Because I invest in myself too.
She knows what you're going through on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah, and I've had to grow. She went from being the only investor monetarily to me growing into that.
Exactly.
I was coming from being in college. I didn't have a job. I didn't have income. I was focused on school. So coming from, she was the one paying for things, paying for shows when we were doing showcases heavy back in the day. So now I'm fitting the bills for certain things, you know what I'm saying? So
the roles have reversed.
Roles have definitely reversed.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Choosing to be on your own, you want to be mindful too of your parent and what they're contributing, because now you're personally changing your life and then you're looking to them to still help you, So definitely the tables turn to more of the monetary weight on me, and then her investments will be bigger and for, more things, longevity, rather than the day-to-day stuff like studio and cover arts and wardrobe and booking a space to shoot a those things I could do.
On your own. Because you've already been doing it.
You know? Yeah.
In the right time, the right management will find you.
Yes.
You know? And so
we doing some trials. We seeing what's up.
Continue doing what you're doing. Continue putting in that passion for music.
Thank you.
What song do you have out right now currently?
So right now, we got Unbreakable is streaming by Noelle Kay. We have Falling in Love featuring Noelle Kay. That's actually my Boy Strong song. And we are dropping this month. So shoot. Right now, while we be airing, the song's probably dropping right now. We got On the Low, Noelle Kay featuring Prada Dot. And we have 80s Kinda Love. Okay. Noelle Kay featuring Chosen. And Chosen is the songwriter of the entire record. Wow. So
that's my son's name, Chosen.
Oh my goodness. Yes, and just congratulations on that. You becoming a mom.
Yes.
Just new network. Just new. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
I'm very proud of you. Thank you for having me.
Long time coming. You know, everything is everything.
Yes, and you are stunning. You're beautiful. Your energy is beautiful. I was so happy when I saw you again.
Yes, we screamed to that moment. Literally.
Just full circle moments. And I'm just so thankful for the energy that even brought us together. That's just been a constant energy that's been bringing so many good people in my life.
Yes.
So I'm just excited to see that. And I'm excited for you guys to hear what me and my engineer have got. You know, got going on too with these records. They gonna blow y'all away.
I can't wait.
I'm not worried. This time I'm not worried. This time my hands is up. I'm waving the white flag. I don't think there's gonna be some controversy. I'm giving y'all a little bit of everything. And the feedback I got back from the Hood Life Soul concert with Military Grind Concerts and Terrell Blair.
Yes.
And Miss Alicia from R&B Streets, they heard that song, and everybody was dancing. The young folks, the middle-aged, the older. Yeah, they were like, we hear this song in stores. So I wish
manifestation is real.
I would give y'all a little snippet, but
give us something before we even leave, before we even go.
A little something.
Give me a little something. My show.
I give y'all a little something.
Don't be shy now.
Okay, so we're gonna sing a little bit of 80s Kinda Love. I'll search the highways for you. I've been so low. I looked through everybody I know you know. So when I found you, baby, I couldn't give anyone else my body or promises. I can't live without your love. I cannot wait for that song.
Yes, I will be listening on my playlist, of course.
Yes, I'm going to send it to you.
Yes, definitely.
You're going to see all the rollout. It's happening right now as we speak. So I'm just excited.
Yes, I can't wait for y'all to go. And where can they find your music, like on YouTube?
Listen, y'all could Google me. Okay, y'all could simply just type my name in the search engine, Noelle Kay. That's NoelleKay. But definitely on all streaming platforms, I'm Noelle Kay, the same spelling. And on all social media platforms, you can just add a "the" in the front. That's THENOELLEKAY. The Noelle Kay, the Bab, the Black American Princess.
You heard it here. It's your girl, Sach'eMI. Later, guys.